At Vibra Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Vibra Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Vibra Finance. We are the future of crypto.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Vibraville. It's been a minute. I had some unexpected issues. Got stranded in Albany this past weekend, but we're back, and it just feels good to see things pumping and to be right finally. You know, I just thought I was going crazy this past bear market when I'm just here doing research. I'm finding out all these projects, that all these things going on behind the scenes, partnerships, the new financial system being built, how the new supply chain is going to work when we go and we shop, when everything has RFID chips in it. All these things that were just mind-blowing and nobody cared. No one talked about it. But you know what? We're back now, baby. And look at that. Sologenics and Corium are the biggest two winners on my favorite list here. Let's see if anything else in the top 100 is up more than 50%. Nothing. Look at that. XRP, number one, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I wish I got stranded in Aruba, bro. Yeah. Yeah, this guy's got jokes. Gugad's got jokes out here. But what do you know? Sologenics and Corium and XRP. And all these people are going to say, oh, yeah, it's because XRP got listed on Robinhood and retail just wants exposure to it. No, bullshit. That's not why. Look at going back all the way. This is my 500th video around there. Look at this. 2 years ago, 52 views. Solo and a Corium airdrop update with XRP and Ripple lawsuit. H-bar 2 years ago. XRP with Hex Machina. The first videos I was doing was on XRP, XLM, the saucer swap. This was before when the airdrop was coming for H-bar. And it just felt like, man, what is going on here? Like, why is none of this stuff happening? Why is none of this stuff happening? Let's see what date this was here. May 14th, 2022. So we're going on 3 years. And I'm wondering, man, am I crazy? Why is no one else seeing this shit? But you know what? These things just take time. And it's validation now. Seeing these things pump this hard and no one saw it coming. Having like, I think it was like $1,000 in Sologenics 2 weeks ago is now 6 or 7 grand. That's how fast this coin moves up. I mean, we were just dead, flatline, dead. I mean, I was DCAing all bear market. I told Gugad too, bro, get your Sologenics before it's too late. It's one of those bags. Just get it and put it aside. And then all of a sudden, from 7-8 cents, boom, we're at 42 cents. So we're up 5x, just like that, literally in a week. So that's the thing. I'd rather be 3 years early and be the only one that was talking about Sologenics and Corium and Saucer Swap back in early 2022. And this is what you get from it. These are the pumps you get. And if you're patient and you know you're in the right coins, this is how you let the pump come to you. This is the exact definition of it. This is how you make crypto easy. You get in the right coins and you let the pump come to you. You don't go chasing stuff. You know, I've had my Corium stake now for, I don't know, over a year, earning Pulsera, which is a DEX over on Corium now. I don't know what's going on over there. Haven't even looked into it, but every month, just more passive income, more passive income. Flare, that's got to be doing pretty. Nope, only 4%, but we're up over 2 cents. This, I think, we're on the 18th monthly drop of our flare drops. Passive income. You get in early and you let your cryptos work for you. You let time work for you. And once you start seeing the light, where what you position yourself in the right coins that pay you back, crypto is a lot more efficient. And you start to see, wow, I could become my own bank. If I have X amount and I'm making 7-8%, it starts to become real money. And right now we're so used to the stuff on Pulse Chain, all of our PRC20s, all Sonny's things paying back in PDI and fractions of these coins. And it's a couple cents here, 20 cents there, 15 cents here. Well, guess what? That's going to start to change really soon. Look at Inc. up 21% right now. Pulse Chain is starting to make its move. Let's go. I'm just going to go to the Go Pulse site. Pulse X, 20%, Pulse 11. That's why I hold 0 Pulse Chain. I swapped it all into Pulse X and Inc. and PTGC, UFO, Alien, Enki. I've been telling you guys the whole time. I'm not holding any Pulse Chain. You got to pick and choose. If I had $5 million and a couple $1 million in it, I would have some Pulse Chain. But I'm trying to make as many X's as possible. I feel like I'm here enough. I've done the research to where I can gamble and I can beat the market and beat the average everyday person that's just going to hold the core 4. And I think a pretty good example of that so far is UFO up another 20%. I mean, UFO is just absolutely insane, guys. Absolutely insane. Just straight printing. PTGC up another 15%. Holy shit, Enki. Look at that. Enki printing a 44% green candle in the last 24 hours. Let's go. And Enki, I've been telling you guys, these leverage coins is where it's at. If you're bullish as hell on PTGC, you're bullish as hell on Atropa and PDI, that whole narrative, Enki's that slingshot on all of it. So I thought I did make a mistake. I sold PTGC too early. We got into this very, very early at like a 50K market cap. And I was giving it away like candy to people, friends, trying to onboard people with it. But I took profits all the way up on both pumps. And I regret selling. But you know what? That was my learning lesson of holy shit. Friends of mine can put out coins that are the best performing coins on Pulse Chains. I was so used to the whole last cycle of doing research and not idolizing these people, but it was hard to reach out to them. You didn't know the founders. Like I could never reach out and talk to Hugo Filion from Flare or some of these other people. They become kind of like Richard Hartz and these bigger founders. So, when your friends launch a project, it's kind of, I was shocked at how good it could do. And it was a mistake I made, but you know what? I don't care. I sold my PTGC for a lot of Alien and Enki. And PTGC does another 10x from here. We're at almost $1 billion. And I think Enki and Alien got a lot more room to run. I mean, Enki's at a 300K market cap right now. Alien's probably at 3 million, I'm guessing. 1.2 million. Holy shit. So yeah, this is where I'm focusing on right here. I'm not a TA guy, but that looks like a giant cup and handle to me. And I'm not even going to say it because Chris and Trent and their 3 white soldiers, they just gotta be racist with the 3 white soldiers. Almost 2025, unbelievable. What up, Messi? Waiting for XDC. It'll come, bro. XDC is at the heart of a lot of financial messaging, I would say, it's going to be a winner. It's one of the same things as sologenic, bro. If you hold XDC, you just hold it and you forget about it and you let the pump come to you. Because when it's used at scale and it's adopted, that's what's going to drive the price of these blue chips, of these utility coins. I don't know. A lot of people are saying, oh, I'm hearing the funniest excuses for why Stellar and XRP are pumping. But you know what? If Trump does this with the American cryptos, it's a great way to incentivize people to get back in and build on them. And if that's the narrative they need to say, oh, well, that's why people are coming back and pouring in, when the whole time we've seen the partnerships with Stellar and the DTCC and all the stuff with Ukraine and CBDCs and Ripple's infinite connections around the space. So just be patient. You guys have all packed the right bags, and now it's just sit and let the pump come to us. Hang in there, boys. Don't sell to exactly, bro. Do not sell before, I'm saying May, or no, March. I mean, March, April, and probably sell in May, go away. I'm thinking that is true every single year. There he is, Mr. 1942X himself. Gora's next. Yeah, Algorand. Yeah. I hate looking at Cosmos on here. I think I have 100 coins left in my IRA. I've been slowly just dumping Cosmos. I sold it for Doge and Pepe like a month ago, and I wish I just dumped it all. How high do I think XRP will go this bull market? It purely depends on its adoption, bro. Retail's not going to drive it past $3 or $4, maybe $5, right? But if there's a liquidity crisis with Tether, or Japan starts dumping treasuries, China, a lot of foreign countries start dumping treasuries, and there's no one there to buy them. Well, Ripple's stablecoin is now backed with treasuries. The new stablecoin bill that's coming out is going to make the stablecoins have to be, I'm guessing, 75% treasuries, 25% cash. So I think there's going to be also an XRP ETF, which is going to also usher in a lot of liquidity. But XRP, man, it's hard to tell if it's being used to settle the back end of the stock market, if it's being used to settle the back end of Swift, if ArcX and these other companies bring hundreds of billions of dollars of assets on chain in the next year, and they're physically moving around, I think it can get to $10, $20. And once there's a problem with Bitcoin and it's clear it's not the one, I think the ironic thing is Bitcoin is only successful in the future if it's running on top of Flare or if it's on the XRP ledger, I think. So when you could take your Bitcoin and pair it up with gold or pair it up with MicroStrategy on Flare as a F asset, that's what's going to keep Bitcoin alive, I think. And that there's going to be a big shift in the market. But like, I'm 2 years ahead. That's the problem. I see stuff that I'm like, oh, this is so bullish. This is incredible. But it's stuff that's going to happen 2 years from now. So in the meantime, retail is going to just come in, and you got to think like a new person. Where's retail going to flood into? And it's the meme coins. So you got to have your utility, and you got to have your memes. You got to have your Titan X and your Pulse chain, and then you're good. Fred just got rugged hard chasing pumps. Learn not to listen to any KOLs on YouTube and stick to top alts. Only use a ledger. Had to lose all my front. Yeah, Brad. The scams are so bad. So facing reality, when the Morpheus chat there in the Telegram, we always talk, and I have him saved as a contact in my phone. So all of a sudden, I just got a message from him on Telegram, a DM. Didn't even notice for a second. I was like, wait a minute, it doesn't say Irwin on here. What's going on? And it was a fake account. And if I didn't have him saved, who knows what could have happened. So don't ever, it sucks, but you have to learn to just anytime someone sends you a DM, unless you 100% know who it is, you just have to delete it. You have to just get over that. Oh, I feel bad or whatever. That's how people guilt trip you in. And the thing that that you get drained is say like, oh, here you got to go to this website. So they give you a site. You think you're going to like CalSwap or something, and you go and you connect, and it's like a front end for CalSwap, but they put some fake one in there, and you connect your wallet, and instead of connecting, it says, "Oh, welcome, connect your wallet to CalSwap." Well, it really in the back end, it's saying once you connect here, everything is drained out of your wallet. So the second you hit connect and you approve, your wallet's done. And that's exactly how it happens. And it sucks, friend. That sucks. It's the worst. And I hate hearing that stuff. XLM is flying. Yeah, bro. What about Stronghold? And yeah, and Velo. All right, let's see if this is Stronghold's time to shine. Because we know how hard, bro. This thing's already up 1,300%. And we're still, you know, from the bottom, a 13x away from its all-time high. So yeah, let's go, guys. We were in this early last year at 0.0002, I think. So this is just money in the bank. Stronghold is going to be one of those gems. Stronghold or Velo is going to get, I think, purchased by Stripe or one of these other Web 2 companies. This is the best way for PayPal, for Stripe, for Venmo to get right into Web 3. Just buy Stronghold out when it's crushing it. There he is. The man, the myth, the legend, the R2R network. Shout out Morpheus. Mobius, Mr. Day 6. Yeah. He's going to get a tattoo. Day 6. Get a neck tat. Let's go. Luke, let's go. Morphe and Alien X. Morphe, yeah. Those are two sleepers right there. Guys, when you're in this ecosystem, the most important thing is to play the ratios in a Titan-X ecosystem. Don't look at the USD price. You know, because I hold right now some Helios. I have Volt. I have my Viper from the claim. I sold all my Lotus. And I have like 5 more miners coming out in the future. But you got to look at the ratios of these. And that's where you can do really well. Like Goo God was on point with the Inferno to Alien X ratio of getting in and out of those two. And you can increase your bags just like we did with Pulse and Pulse X. When one Pulse chain got me 3.8 Pulse X. So I swapped 100 million Pulse and got 380 million Pulse X. And I waited 8 months and I swapped back and it was like 179 million, got me back my 100 million Pulse. So I got to profit 200 million Pulse X from not having to do anything, just moving back and forth. That's the same thing you can do in this ecosystem here. With some of these coins against Titan X, they're at the bottoms and some of them are up at the top, ready to dump down. So you just look at those ratios and see where they're at. And it really has been very profitable for me. And it's no risk because you're in the coins that you hold anyways. So instead of being more in, like right now, I'm balls deep into Morpheus. You know, I have no Dragon X right now. I think I have like 50 million left. Why? Because look at what Morpheus has done against Dragon X. Since Halloween, we were at 0.06 and we went up to 0.25. So we did a 4x almost. Now we're sitting at a 3x against Dragon X. So if you held 100 million Dragon X this whole time and Morpheus, if you just swapped your Dragon X for Morpheus, you'd have 3 times more Dragon X right now. And yeah, that's going to hurt the price of Morpheus going back, but that's, guys, it's fucking crypto. Learn to be a savage. These people out here telling you, like, they're trying to, like, oh, you know, I'm trying to do good and not, guys, this is a fucking dog-eat-dog world out here. It's a pool full of sharks. You got to get in and get out. Don't even worry about that little tiny percentage. You know, you got to take care of yourself. And as long as you're staying in the ecosystem, I don't have a problem with that. If you're moving from Morpheus to Dragon X or Titan X to Volt or Viper, like that's how this ecosystem is meant to be played. so you don't have to move out to Ethereum and out of the ecosystem. So the ratios are where it's at, guys. Pay attention to this. So Dragon X, is it going to keep pumping against, or Morpheus, is it going to keep pumping against Dragon X? I think so. We came down about almost 50% from the top. So if you had sold on November 16th and been like, man, we look pretty topish right here, you could have swapped back Morpheus to Dragon X and then rebought it at like a nice 50% dip. So you can almost 6x your bag if you just move back and forth in between Morpheus and Dragon X at the right time. So watch the ratios, guys. It really is insane. Which coin is still high potential and still dirty cheap right now? In which ecosystem, bro? What ecosystem, D7? Let me know what one, because I still think in Stellar, Solo, or in Velo, Stronghold, and Relio are dirt cheap. I still think Casino Coin is dirt cheap. I mean, Sologenics is still cheap, all things considered. Corium still cheap. Impulse Chain. There's a shitload of Sunny's ecosystem coins, all the Titan X stuff. Advanced Hood Cleaning Solutions. Bro, Sologenics just announced partnerships with Texer Capital, fully licensed FINRA member, SEC broker, registered to tokenize equities. Holy shit. Let's go, bro. I hope that's real, because I was listening to one of the AMAs when Sologenics, when they were talking about how they were getting away from tokenizing all the stocks. It was just impossible with all the licenses and all the different jurisdictions out here, all the different platforms. So that's why that's awesome, bro. This is actually the most bullish thing that could have happened. Let me see if we could, I want to try to find a link to this, because yeah, and this is exactly what the problem is with Tether and friggin' Bitcoin. You can't just print Tether, buy Bitcoin, and just keep this Ponzi scheme going. I don't know. It's just not fair. All right, here we go. Let's go, bro. This is bullish as shit. Yeah, guys, smash the likes. That's right. Listen to Mobius. Day 6 into PTGC, 1,969x later. Well, Velodrome blast off. I hope so, April. I have my Velodrome. I have Velo, which is on Stellar. That is not Velodrome. Velodrome Finance, I hold on Optimism. It's my favorite DEX over there. So with my ZenFTs that we've been claiming today, my ZenFT was worth almost $3 on Optimism, which that was pretty crazy. So I got over 30 coins today for swapping from my ZenFT into Velo. So I've just been stacking Velodrome and stopped stacking perp. I switch. So in tomorrow I claim my ZenFT, I'll buy perp, because this coin just makes huge moves out of the blue. Like, look at this shit. Just from 70 cents to $1.80, and we're getting ready again to just make another move. So we were at 49 cents. Now we're at 76. So it's just a great way with the ZenFTs to stack. I believe in PZen with the incoming of X1. No, dude, I don't. I simply don't think how does it overcome the inflation? The only one that I'm interested in is on Optimism, because it's the only one that's finished with the inflation. You can no longer mint a ZenFT and get more than one OP Zen per day. So it's 6 years ahead of all the other ones. So I don't think so, bro. I hope it is, but I'm selling my P's NFTs for other coins in the ecosystem. Like, I've been selling it for like A1A. I've been selling it for Die Hard. All of the coins that pay me back rewards. Anki's the cheapest bet. Yeah. 335K market cap. You cannot go wrong with Anki. That is the ultimate leverage on the PTGC alien monstrosity of an ecosystem. Up 46%. Let's go. Shout out Anki. I got my position I was definitely caused one of the earlier candles maybe a month or two ago. But man, that was a while back. And my shit is just starting to freeze bad now. Yeah, it was like back here. I caused like this candle right there and wrecked. But you know what? That's all right. As long as you just hold and you're patient, it's just short term pain. I took profits from PTGC and rolled it in. And you know what? When Anki pops, it'll outperform PTGC 20x over a run. And it all evens out. You just can't be rotating and chasing. Just hold your bags. Let the pump come to you. Yeah, P-Rap Bitcoin. I can't believe that shit. What are we at right now? Oh my God, $615. Are you serious? Bro, what is going on? Yup. Cubic, bro. Exactly, bro. That I like how you're thinking, bro. I like how you're thinking because I have my bag of cubic packed. Like I can't afford to throw like for me to have like almost $1,000 into cubic, like that's a lot for me. Like so I just as bullish as I am on it, I don't know if cubic is gonna really pop off this cycle. Cubic could be that coin that takes off at the very end of the cycle and is the outlier that doesn't have a bear market. Like, who knows? I just know Cubic's going to explode, but I feel like all the focus is on Tau and some of the other coins that are out here now. So let Cubic just cook. And if it's still dirt, I really want it to be dirt cheap, bro. And that's the thing. Once you start doing crypto right, and you start having passive income come in, you don't want these coins to moon. I want Cubic to be cheap in 6 months so I can rotate profits into Cubic. That's a long-term gem that's hyper suppressed because we're not going to have look around and have these coins sitting down at absolute rock bottom for much longer. I mean, on the year now, I mean, look, some of these coins are just down a lot. I mean, Nakamoto's down 27% on the year. I never would have thought that. Veracity, like that's one to look at right now. Down 57%. Miria, Alliance Block, Casper. I mean, that ran up to like 50% after everyone thought it was dead. We got up to 2 cents. So, oh yeah, I'm not buying any more Casper. I got my bag, but on Pulse Chain, some gems on Pulse Chain that are going to run hard. Anki is one of them. Pulse Launch, if you didn't get into that, that's got money behind it, $1 million market cap. But definitely look, Maker is flying now. Wow, because it's being used for voting. Wow. That's crazy. I think Dome is going to go absolutely crazy. Dome shot. This thing is dipped hard, $4 million market cap. But you got to get exposure to Sunny's ecosystem. You got to get exposure to P Diatropa. You got to get exposure to PTGC Alien. And then from there, bridge out. So exactly, bro. There's so many coins and you can't rush. You can't feel like you're just running around like crazy. You got to accept, okay, I missed some. And that's okay. I watched Tau. I had $50. I thought I was too late and watched it go to 800. So you always are going to miss some, and that's okay. You can't be in everything. You got to just put your money into the stuff you believe in the most, the stuff that you've done the research, stuff that other people have done the research, and it'll pay off for you. I mean, don't put your I mean, unless you're you have other people like me where they literally you could go back and watch my videos from 3 years ago and they're all the same. Going back to my oldest ones. I mean, I've literally talked about the same coins over and over and over for 3 straight years, which maybe that's why I feel like I'm partly going crazy. Talking about Hedera for this long. And when the NFT or the ETF comes for Hedera, no one saw it coming. But you look at the governing council Hedera and how crucial it's going to be for the supply chains moving forward. Coinbase. Oh yeah, look at this shit. I want to show you this. So Coinbase, if you Google Coinbase becoming a bank, look what shows up. We're not intending to become a bank, but we're intending to become people's primary financial accounts. And so the digitization of money and having mobile money on your phone. Your phone is your bank account in the future. So then if you Google Coinbase becoming a neobank, look what comes up. Coinbase is actively aiming to become more like a neobank by expanding its services beyond just crypto trading, allowing users to manage a larger portion of their finances through features like fiat deposits, withdrawals, and potentially even debit card integration, with the goal of becoming people's primary financial account. Guy, Brian Brooks, Coinbase is going to be a bank. Ripple is going to be part of the Federal Reserve or the central banks. It's all already set in stone. I promise. Sologenics announced a partnership with a U.S.-based broker-dealer to build a new platform for tokenizing capital markets. Solotex. Upon regulatory approval, Solotex aims to launch in the U.S., allowing users to invest in securities on-chain following the ultimate security standards. Yeah, we're going to have to look at Solotex, bro. I don't know what video. Are you talking about this one right here? There's going to be no volume, though. You guys are going to have to watch it. I'm going to repost it. 3 years of believing in Solo. It's finally happening. This is amazing. Yep, it's all happening. Congressman that led SAB 121 House vote vows to overturn crypto custody rule. Look at this guy. This guy, well, don't you just want this guy making all your laws and telling you what you can do with your crypto? I mean, this guy just looks like he is balls deep into Solana and like Luna Classic. Earlier this year, the House and Senate both voted to overturn the SEC's SAB 121 accounting rule that prevented banks from providing crypto custody solutions. Biden uses veto, so the rule still stands. Guys, this is going to happen. And that was the problem, is banks weren't allowed to custody crypto. But now with Coinbase kind of becoming a neobank, all this is changing. It's going to happen fast. And the thing that's going to be game changing is the process that a centralized potential security can go through the right steps and become a decentralized commodity. So the framework is there for everyone to now come register. And this stuff is going to happen. Trump comes in 2 months from now. So it's like, we're there. Like, it's no more like promises and hopium and, oh, someday this will happen. Like, we're right at the doorstep. So make sure your bags are packed. Don't let people fudge you out. And this is how long we've had to wait for Solo. Literally for years for this shit. But you know what? When it happens fast. And now, you know what? You're never going to be able to Solo under 10 cents. I think it will never happen again. And we just had years to buy it. It was painful buying Sologenic this past bear market. I would literally take $50, $75, $100 and buy some XRP on Gemini and send it over to Zaman and swap for Sologenics. And the next week I did it, Solo was down even more and down even more. And I knew it was the right move. But at the time, it feels painful when I'm watching Titan X pump. I'm watching all these other coins start to move. But that was the coin that was the most valuable for me at the time. The one that had the most upside. That was super cheap. And if you could just do that and let the pumps come to you, I'm telling you, rotating, the people that come and FOMO in, they sell out of a position that's not really moving and they FOMO into this, and then solo retraces the 30, 30 cents or 35 cents for a day or two, then pumps back up. The market is here to shake you out. It's not easy. MicroStrategy stock dives another 20% after short seller says volume has completely detached from BTC fundamentals. Wait a minute. Isn't every single stock completely detached from reality? What are they trading at? The price to earnings ratios. They're insane. Stocks are so overvalued. It's disgusting. So the fact that they're footing MicroStrategy right now is hilarious. But other than that, guys, everything is super bullish. Gary's announcing his departure. Really? Not because Trump said he's going to fire you? I wonder if they put that in here. Nope, they don't write in here. Donald Trump at Bitcoin, where was it? Bitcoin Nashville or Bitcoin 2024 in Nashville, where he said he'll fire Gary Gensler day one. That's not in this article. Well, oh, there it is. Never mind. I'm retarded. The announcement follows President Donald Trump's promise to fire Gary on day one. An action experts agree falls in a gray area of the law. Poor Gary, guys. Poor Gary. But you know what? He did a good thing for all of us. He brought out the corruption of the SEC. So no longer will the SEC be an extortionist on anyone trying to build a business or privately raise capital, whatever. The SEC used to strike the fear of God into companies. And this is what it took for it to stop, I think. And Gary, he either played the role well or he took his orders really well, because there's some massive changes going on now. And if it wasn't for Gary and this all being so public, I don't think it ever would have happened. Expect a massive altcoin season once Bitcoin dominance hits 65%. Hashkeys Jupiter Zhang highlighted 3 success areas he's watching: ETH, Solana, and certain tokens in DeFi. He's not watching about for Pulse Chain? Oh, he's looking out for Uniswap and Sky, formerly Maker. Interesting. Once we get that Bitcoin dominance over 60 or even 65%, that's when Zhang expects a massive altcoin season. Dominance is sitting at 61.64. He did a retardio. Yeah. So guys, follow Zhen Zhang. This guy right here will literally tell you when alt season's coming. Never heard of him before, but yeah, Bitcoin dominance. I didn't think it was going to get to pass 60% again, but now it did. So another week or two, I think that's it. 2017-18 started December and January. Bitcoin dominance got to 62%, dropped down to 33. Wow. In a month and a half, it dropped in 50%. I would love to see that. I don't think it'll do. I don't think so. I think we'll go from like 64 to maybe 40. But we'll see. We shall see. I know we went to 40 last time. So yeah, maybe we'll go from like 65 to 45. That's interesting. We got up to 70% in 2021. Wow, I didn't know that. So okay. So 65 is not crazy then. So another week of pushing up. We hit our 100K. We go crazy. And then we see an alt season for the ages. We all cash out. We are living large at the beginning of next year. We all get into stable coins, start buying dips, and then refocus, put together a new strategy, see, what's going on in the market, see how regulations are looking. But yeah, I think this is playing out to be a normal cycle. I really do. XRP to $2 before. No, I don't think so, dude. I really don't. Bitcoin's gonna hit 100K. It could do it tomorrow. Like it's so close right now that it literally could be any day. And XRP moves last. Like it always moves the hardest when Bitcoin tops off. So it'll be close though. It'll be close. Though it'll probably happen pretty simultaneously. You guys, we got another karate event coming in Miami. It's in 12 days already. I can't believe it. We just had the kickback one over in Singapore, 11 days and 18 hours. So if you missed the last event and if you have karate tokens and you didn't vote on the last event, delegate your tokens to me. And what it does is you go and you delegate them and then it votes with me. So you pick what I pick, and then 80% of the win goes back to you. So instead of you forgetting about an event and missing it, you'll get 80% of the win. So I vote with your coins, 20% goes to me for delegation and 80% goes back to you. So it's just a good way. If you're not going to be here for every single event, just delegate it for that event or whatever. If you know you're going to be busy, whatever it is. But I crushed the last event. It was my biggest win. And this is really fun, guys. So if you don't know about karate by now, up only gaming, you can't lose. So Hedera is going to start pumping like crazy. And when karate is paired with Hedera, we know about Hart's Law and what happens. So only good things can happen. And karate, now's the time to get in and start winning tokens because the inflation is going to stop. The coin inflates hard and in its infancy, so it can grow, and they're doing a good job. But that inflation is going to slow down. They're already voting right now about just letting it all come out, and then that's it. Like it's a new karate combat token. So a lot is happening, and this stuff happens so fast in crypto, guys. So don't FOMO around. Holy shit, I just can't stop watching Solo YOLO, 44 cents. I love it. Because no one else here is talking about Sologenics. There's very few people that have been talking about Solo for 3 years. Yeah, Lakota. That's right. Yeah, bro. You're the one. You're the king karate fish. The one lone delegator that rocks with me in karate. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. God, exciting times, man. It's here. The utility coins, they're going to start giving all these bullshit reasons why people are FOMOing into Hedera, into Stellar, into XRP, into XDC. They're not going to tell you they did 3 years of research and saw all the stuff that was happening behind the scenes, all the building, all the companies that are building on the XRP ledger, building on Soraban, the governing council on Hedera, supply chains, all the stuff that they're doing. They're going to tell you, oh, it's because it got listed on Robinhood. That's why it's pumping. There's always going to be a narrative, but we know the real reasons. We're in the best coins, and just know it, guys. Know it. It's not a coincidence. Out of all the chains Zen went on, I told you do the Zen NFTs on Pulse Chain, Optimism, and maybe Polygon. And where's the most profitable one? Optimism by far. So my $50 I put over there, I put like 0.02 ETH in the middle of the bear market. I did 146 ZenFTs. I've claimed 70 something of them. So I have I have 76 left, I think. And if each one is worth $3 or more moving forward, that's going to 4x my bag from here. And I've already recouped my $50 and I already have bags of Velodrome and Perp. So we've been smashing everything, guys. Be patient. Delegate your flair. Think passive income. Get into the stuff on Pulse Chain that pays you back. Passive income. Titan X. Staking is coming with a lot of these projects. Morpheus is crushing it. Up to 1606 now. I bought more earlier today. I'm down to 3 billion Titan X left. I had 5. I was like, you know what? I can get rid of 2 more. I just believe in Morpheus. I really do. I think we burned almost 6% of the supply. All the whales that have been capitulating. I think there's one asshole left with like 15 million coins that keeps wrecking the chart. But I can't hate on him because he's going into like PTGC and PDI and Atropa. So it's someone that's here, but I don't know. You're going to get wrecked, bro. I don't know what you're doing. Fading the ginger god and facing reality. Don't do it. Don't do it. And Pulse X too. Doubling up on Pulse Chain. So just holding Pulse X over Pulse Chain, you're winning twice as hard. Just the little wins, guys. That's it. Little wins here and there. And you add them up, add them up, add them up. And let the pump come to you versus people that are going to chase. And that's how you win. And that's all I got for tonight. Wasn't even going to stream. Like I said, was gone for pretty much the last week, stranded. But it feels good to kind of step back because you get a different perspective on the market. You get a different view of things. And just talking to all the homies in the space, I'm telling you, we have never been more on point. I've never been more bullish and had more conviction in the coins that we own, that we're in the right spot, and we are going to outperform 99% of the other people out here. All right. You got any questions? Hit me up on Twitter. Put a comment down on here. I read them all. And smash that like button. 161 of you in here. Appreciate all the support. Be back tomorrow night with another video.